Hello, everyone. So, we are well over a month into this whole COVID-19 pandemic that has just captured the media and really our communities in so many ways. And so, for me, I know I'm lamenting quite a bit. And I wanted to just talk a little bit this morning about what it means to lament. Sometimes we think that coming to God with our concerns or our frustrations, even our anger, it's a bad thing, that we shouldn't express that to God. But it's real. Lament is real. It's part of our lives, especially at the moment as we lament community together. We lament not being able to be together in church for worship. We lament not being able to take part in the sacraments right now. We lament even not being able to hug the people that we might love the most. So this morning, there are all kinds of psalms, especially, that are laments. Laments from David to God, laments of the people of Israel as they lament different things throughout Scripture. The one I want to share with you this morning is Psalm 13. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I bear pain in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all day long? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep the sleep of death. And my enemy will say, I have prevailed. My foes will rejoice, because I am shaken. But I trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. Part of what I love about this psalm is the fact that even in the midst of lament, of feeling like the author is forgotten by God, overlooked by God, somehow cast aside in God's presence, there is still this notion at the end of, I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. It talks about God's steadfast love. The thing we can't forget is that in the midst of our lament, in the midst of our pain, in the midst of our isolation at the moment, that God's steadfast love is just as real as our lament. So I want to invite you to figure out what's a way today or this week that you can show God's steadfast love, God's bountiful mercy and joy that's been given to us. How can you show and share that with someone else? Right now, it might be as simple as going out, and if you're able to go out, to get a bag of groceries for a neighbor who needs it. It might simply be making a phone call. Or setting up a Zoom call with someone that you know needs to see the face of somebody else other than staring at their four walls. It might be jotting down a scripture verse for someone who needs to hear a word of encouragement. One of the things I'm reminded of is that there are people going through celebrations as well. You know, Danielle had her birthday on Monday. Celebration in isolation, in quarantine, it's a different kind of experience. We did a drive-by birthday yesterday for one of our younger members, and I would encourage you to reach out to those kinds of people. People who are lamenting not being able to enjoy their normal celebrations, their normal life. Reach out. Let them know that your lament is real as well. But also let them know that God's presence with them and God's presence through you is just as real. So folks, I miss you a whole bunch, and I can't wait to be back together once again, and I hope that happens relatively soon, but we also want to be safe about it. So as much as we lament our inability to be together right now, trust in God's promise, trust in God's presence, knowing that we will be together again. We will be worshiping together again in the sanctuary. We'll be sharing a meal in the fellowship hall. And until then, it's okay to lament, but it's also good for us to remember God's presence, God's steadfast love that endures forever. Blessings and take care.